Well, again, I love that it slows me down and then I get put in the frame really fantastically here. That's all right, guys. This is going to be a fun spot here this morning. I've got Peter here with me this morning, and we are going to talk about insurance, cyber insurance. And so welcome me as we bring him on here this morning. I think I said welcome me. I mean welcome Peter this morning. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Maria. How are you doing today?
I am doing very well. And yourself?
Fine, thank you. I wish I had the nice studio backdrop that you do, but I'm in a makeshift office at home instead of being in my regular office. So it's a little more casual than I'm used to.
Absolutely. And it works really wonderful, right? It's totally okay. So
yes,
gotcha. Good stuff. Cyber insurance, Peter. What are we talking about when we talk about cyber insurance?
So cyber insurance is a new threat vector, as we call it in insurance. Insurance has traditionally always been about property, casualty, and your health and your wellness and financial tools. But cyber is the new vector because we live in a connected world. And even the things that you don't even understand that are connected in some ways. And we used to have the internet. Now we have the Internet of Things. And those things are in your house. And cyber insurance helps you protect the threats to those things that are connecting you to the outside world.
Right. So it is absolutely necessary for all of us.
It's necessary in a lot of capacities. There's different ways of looking at it. From a standpoint with personal insurance, cyber is important. It's a threat vector you need to look at if you operate a business from home, if you have various degrees of connected services in your house and stuff, you may want to consider that. But if you're a business, it's a very important coverage now. Identity fraud, identity theft, funds fraud, ransomware. All you have to do is ask any one of your business colleagues, have you ever not been able to use your computers at work, and why was it? Chances are they're going to have a virus story, and chances are there's going to be a thing called ransomware that's been installed unbeknownst to them, that they weren't able to use their computer system, their network, or anything because it was being held for ransom. So how do you address that when it happens? It's not like it's a fire and you just put out the fire.
Put it out. No. Do you, like, when you have, so ransomware, that's something new to me. That shocks me. They could lock down someone's computer and be like, hey, you're going to pay me to be able to use your computer.
Yes, that's it. You're going to pay me to use your computer. And then they want it done in Bitcoin through various cryptocurrencies, so it's untraceable. And hopefully they're being honest.
Right, absolutely, and saying that, hey, you can absolutely use your computers after. I mean, you never trust somebody who's holding your computer for ransom.
Exactly.
Like, really? Oh my goodness. Okay, so
you can expand that out, though. It's not just a computer.
Right.
Manufacturer, and all your systems rely on data, and they're connected into your entire network. Manufacturers are the biggest growing target of cyber attacks right now in North America.
Wowzers. I guess you're right, because a lot of them are all computerized. It's all, connected to one big, centralized computer, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You have systems, you have metrics and performance and stuff, downtime calculators, all the different things with manufacturing equipment that you can monitor from central hubs in a business. The average claim size for manufacturing for small, medium businesses is $130,000 for the companies we partner with to provide cyber insurance.
Yes.
Not cheap.
No, absolutely not. For sure. So how does somebody get started with that?
So how do you get started with cyber insurance is you call an insurance broker such as ourselves, BSI Insurance, and we walk you through it. We specialize with particular companies that are cyber insurance specialists, not just add-ons to policies that are thrown in for set amounts of coverage, but we deal with companies, what they do is they will help you when the risk is happening. So they also act as a virtual cyber fire department, so to speak, to help you put out the fire. They will restore data. They will help actually do the underlying things, not just pay out the cost of lost damages or whatever else happens in terms of interruption for business, which we call business interruption insurance. They help you remediate and repair during and after the attack or situation, whatever it may be.
Okay.
So we help price that out for you. We use
Mhm.
companies, and what we do is we will go and actually do what we call a light and dark web audit of your company and find out where compromises have been using publicly available data that is shared on the dark web and on the open internet, and then provide a threat vector of where your exposures are. Email addresses that have been compromised, that are
Mhm.
other accounts that are sitting out there that have been hacked or spammed or been targeted and compromised. We can work on domain name problems, all sorts of things. And we help show that to the client and say, hey, this is where your exposure is. This is what's compromised. You may need to set up a whole new email naming protocol because you have too many emails compromised that are within your company server.
Right, exactly. And so that is a lot of the damage control that you may not know how to navigate yourself when you get into
Exactly.
these places, right? So
So
absolutely.
your previous guest,
Yeah.
volunteer fire department. What
Yes.
happens when you have a fire? We call a fire department. Well,
Yes.
what happens if your computer network's down? Your company won't start up. Your small business won't do anything.
Yes.
What happens if someone hacks your Google Home device? Do you know
Right.
the first hack that ever happened on an Alexa was someone who had an automated smart home, had their windows open in Palo Alto, California, and someone yelled, "Hey, Alexa, open the front door." Walked up, the door was open.
Oh
That's
my goodness.
how simple this stuff happens. And you need expert advice on how to cover it and
Yes.
how to get remediated when it does happen to you. And
Exactly.
the area that we work in our sales area, has a huge agricultural, industrial manufacturing base, and this is something that we are trying to educate our clients about and all others, that it's not as simple as, oh, I've got a cyber endorsement. It's much more diverse.
Right, exactly. Wow, that is, I mean, some of those things I would never even think of that may happen, but I get what you're saying because nowadays, all our scammers are alive and well, and we know because we get, our government of Canada phone calls
Yeah,
all the time. But if they're doing that kind of stuff, of course they're behind the scenes figuring out all the things,
absolutely.
right? Yeah.
The criminals who do this are very sophisticated,
Yes.
and they will plug away. There's the denial of service attacks where you overload a server so you can't conduct business anymore, and then they basically hold you ransom for that in a different capacity. You say, well, we'll stop the attack if you pay us money. I mean, there's all sorts of different levels of exposures, and it requires understanding what your business is, how it operates, to find the right coverage. Simple, oh, I just need cyber insurance doesn't work. It's not the same as I need home insurance. There's a
Right.
lot of different risks, and no homes are the same either. So we look
Oh.
at this and say, what is the best fit for you? What's your coverage needs, and all the other things that go into providing a comprehensive insurance solution.
That is fantastic because the education is power. The education is
Absolutely.
power, and then that way
Knowledge
then
is
you have the
power.
power. Totally,
Yeah,
absolutely, to make sure that you have the ability to make that choice, an informed choice, to be able to say, hey, this is what I need for my business. And like you
yeah,
said, someone's going to go in and do the dirty work for you to go in and see what they can find and what is
exactly.
compromised, so you know exactly what's going to be the most beneficial insurance to get.
Absolutely. That's what we try and do. And cyber is such a misunderstood product and
Right.
situation that it takes a lot of time to explain it.
Yes. Oh, I believe that 100%. So, and very intriguing to me. This is very intriguing. I really am like enjoying the thought process behind this.
Yeah,
So,
it
that's
makes you step out of your
it.
regular way of looking at things and
Mhm.
think, well, what could really happen? And in some ways, cyber could affect power grids. It could affect a whole bunch of things.
Right.
And think about all your personal banking. What happens if someone hacks your phone,
Oh, gosh.
access to your bank accounts?
Right.
The more convenience we have in our day-to-day lives because of connected technology and the Internet of Things, the more opportunity there is for it to be disrupted.
Right. For
That's what you have
sure.
to think about with cyber.
Wow. That is incredible. And you're absolutely right. So, if somebody hacked my phone, I have no idea. I'm like, that's it. I'm done for. It's like, I have no idea what I would do. And I live and die by my phone. So,
Exactly.
and
We all do.
most of us do, right? In this day and age, every banking app, everything else is on there. Everything is on
Yep.
there. So you betcha. That's it. Well, Peter, where can people get a hold of you? How can people chat with you?
Well, BSI Insurance is in
Mhm.
16 communities across southeastern central Manitoba.
Great.
BSIMB.com is our website. You can reach out to us through there, and any one of our local branches. Come in, ask a question. If the answer isn't immediately there, they know where to find it. And this isn't a flip the switch and get the coverage kind of product. It's an ask some questions. I'd like a review. Can you help me understand it? I might need to investigate this. We have people who are trained and licensed with the proper companies to deliver the proper solutions.
Yes, absolutely. That is wonderful. Well, I'm showing the website here on the bottom of the screen, and also it'll be in the comments as well, bsimb.com. And so we've got that up there, and hopefully people can take, awareness. Awareness is a huge key. So just being aware that this can even be happening is a great start to say, hey, I am going to need some cyber insurance.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming and joining me here, Peter. I really appreciated that. And also,
you're very welcome.
Thank you so much for dealing with my technical difficulties today. So I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Have a great day, Maria.
You too. We'll talk to you soon.